So while Ed is fiddling around with the meat,
Ooh,
put the meat in your
man.
mouth. Alright.
Sweet meat.
Sometimes I wonder.
When he wanted to name it domain expansion coaching, like my first reaction was like, what is this weep shit? But then after that I was like, yeah, we need to do weep shit to stand out. So it
Exactly.
is domain expansion coaching
I'm
2024.
very certain that your first reaction I thought it was like, wait, we're athletes.
Yeah. Like Kashimo's transformation into the
Ultimate.
into a Kirby ultimate side.
Then
Where are we?
it's magic, but we've actually rented out a venue.
Oh, yeah, I got lost on the way here.
Same.
Oh, there's a voice.
There's a voice?
It's a ghost. Just kidding.
Is it
It
cool?
is actually our guest of the day,
Hello.
Joel. I'm not going to bother zooming in, but maybe I'll zoom in. He is back. After all, who is the best person to bring back for a new episode, a new year of Whiskies and Weebs than a fellow comrade, a fellow nakama, and our permanent guest co-host?
What?
Joel is back. He's actually back, and he's here to not exactly suffer today, because he's already suffering in another way, but we'll get to that shortly. Ben, how have you been?
Me? I've been fine, I
Don't worry, these
guess.
episodes are basically just catch-up episodes between the
Right.
two of us now.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've been fine. The cases have been slow, but that's good.
That's good. Joel, how have you been?
It's been pretty okay, like pretty good start to the year. Things took a while to pick up where I work, but right now we hit a nice pace, so we're doing good.
The way things are always going to be slowly picking up for us here.
Right.
It's only
Yeah,
up
it's,
to
yeah, it's definitely been a very like slow start of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, Whiskies and Weebs is picking up, but not only that, the other activities that we'll soon be hosting, especially between me and Joel, are going to be picking up as well.
Mm.
All right, so let's get to the agenda of today's episode. So, Joel, I think that people might have forgotten you. You've been here, you've drank like maybe two whiskeys.
Yeah.
Do you even remember what they are, dude?
I remember that one of them was the wild turkey because that was very memorable.
God damn.
And I remember that the other one was really, really bad. Like no matter how we had it, it was really, really bad.
Really? The Coastal Stone?
No. I remember that it was bad mixed, yeah.
Oh, it was bad mix.
Yeah,
That was
Definitely.
bad mixed. But
Dude.
neat it was alright.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, we decided to like phase it out completely because
That's not a way to
that's
treat the
not
whiskey.
that's not waste. Like, you know, we
Mm.
gradually just spend more on bottles. It's kind of a waste to like take these bottles. I
Right.
had a great like sadness, right? When I went for a friend's birthday party, I whipped out my Amontillado cask finish TSC bottle,
And
the
they mixed it.
Manamo. They didn't even mix it. They just diluted it down severely by taking water.
Why?
Because it was too strong.
Yeah.
1% is apparently too much for them.
Well,
Yes.
51% is like nothing.
and you
Hmm?
can't expect everyone to have livers as cold hard as yours, you know.
Nah, it's just unlimitedly adapting, endlessly adapting liver. Speaking of adapting, Joe, how are you adapting? Life has been rather tough for you. You've been bulking.
Hey, like not intentionally, okay? The holiday season just makes it a lot easier to put some weight on.
That's right. What's your weight actually at right now?
This morning, actually this afternoon, I woke up at like 76.2.
God
But the weeks before I've been walking around at like 77 plus.
nice.
So it's like and it like not because I've been trying to bulk, but just cause like if you train hard and you eat a lot, like you're just generally gonna put on weight. And that's generally how it works, right? But now Nationals is coming up, so I'm trying to drop a little bit of weight. If I can walk around like day to day at around 76, I'll be in a good place.
We're actually gonna get
Yeah.
into that a little bit later, but for now, I actually want you, my friend, to help introduce domain expansions athletics coaching to the people. I came up to you one fine day, one bloody fine day, and Ben now to sit through the entire touring,
Okay.
saying, Joel,
Yeah.
let's do a partnership.
Okay.
Then we shook hands, and even virtually too, we just sent a handshake.
Handshake emoji.
At this
Handshake.
point, you must as well just do the League of Legends one, the fist bump.
Oh yeah, that's an upgrade. That's an upgrade. We're actually gonna get into that later.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, Ben! I told you, there's everything for everyone today.
Oh my.
What were your first thoughts when I told you? We'll
Well,
name it domain expansion athletics.
well, honestly, I was always kind of keen on like a partnership working with you, like in the fitness space, maybe not so much the alcohol space because it's not really not really where I have my expertise, but fitness, yeah. Because for those of you that don't know, like I got to know Ed through this space called Fit Asia.
Where I used
It's
to work.
located in Singapore, like where both of us used to do a little bit of work out of, and we just really like the way the other thinks about training, and we knew that we'd be able to coach well together. All right. We also found out that we both really really like Japanese culture,
Oh
like
yes,
anime,
this
right?
is the year of culture
Yeah.
2024.
And well, like Edward likes it a lot more than me, and like he kind of pulled me back into it. And when he wanted to name it domain expansion coaching, like my first reaction was like, "What is this weeb shit?" But then after that, I was like, "Yeah, we need to do weeb shit to stand out." So
Exactly.
it is domain expansion coaching
I'm
2024.
very certain that your first reaction I thought it was like, wait,
Hmm.
we're athletes?
Wait. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, by Nike's definition, we're athletes. Every human's an athlete. But technically speaking, you're the closest thing to like a 0.75 athlete here, given that he actually competes in a strength sport.
I also ran a distance a couple of days ago, so whatever
Oh,
it takes.
He ran a distance.
A distance,
yeah,
yes.
a
That's more than I've
distance.
A
ran in
distance.
a long time,
Hmm.
right?
Sorry, Ren.
I actually came up with the name domain expansion athletics because you know what domain expansion is, right? Like it is okay, at least within the law, domain expansion is like the peak of jujitsu. It is a barrier technique. And the idea that you expand a domain, for us at least because we are multidisciplinary individuals, we actually care about not just being confined to one specific skill set, but multiple different skill sets. That and we are also aiming to achieve self-mastery. So a very intrinsically driven approach towards fitness that is personally more my ideal. I'm not sure. I think it's
Yeah,
closer to yours as well, right?
yeah.
Yeah. But of course, us being psychology buffs, we also know that that's the right time and right place to leverage extrinsic motivations. So we simply leverage the motivations as and when we can. And what are your thoughts? When I actually told you like Joe and I do a partnership,
I mean, it was sooner or later with you being like the business-minded person, I was kind of
we need
expecting.
more leads.
Sorry?
We need more leads. We always need
Well,
more
When
leads.
are you coming to train, bro? When you coming to
so,
train?
Strength yard, elevate, or strength masters. Take your pick. Choose your poison.
hey,
You've been
perhaps
to Asia.
when I have a bit more savings,
Mm.
yeah.
Right. Did you just need to pay for like a day pass to learn how to dive first? Is that right?
Wait.
I would really prefer not to die,
RP10
considering.
and RRS.
If it's part of an episode, we pay for you, dude. Like,
Yeah.
just get over it. Just get in there.
Whiskies and Weebs slice of life is a thing, you know.
Hopefully, I don't die so hard that I don't get up for work the next day.
You'll be able to be present at work the next day.
Yeah, of course. You might have to crawl there.
Yeah.
Hey, no guarantees.
Well, if I can protect the elderly a bit harder.
It's very true. Aside from that, Joe, I'm sure that you're very know or learned in the ways of the JJK memes, aren't you? Given how much back and forth we
I
have.
guess first it starts with R slash Jujutsu Kaisen, then it progresses to R slash Jujutsu Shi.
It even
Then
started.
after that it progresses all the way to R slash Jujutsu Book.
Oh, the domain expansion mental health institute.
No, nobody has made an okay body to Jujutsu yet. So like
That's very true.
we'll see. Yeah, like hopefully soon.
Oh my god.
But yeah, the memes
Nah, I
of this
win.
anime are fresh.
Nah, I win. Oh, dude.
Fresh. Nah, I win.
Maharaga just walking through all the dorms and pain and suffering that life can throw at you.
Mm,
Yeah, you're weak when you're just like,
mm.
alright.
And not to say that the author doesn't like try to give. I really feel like Gege tries to give the community like memeable moments.
Oh, extremely strongly.
Strongly.
Oh,
And not only that, like
um,
what was like Kashimo's transformation into the
ultimate
into a Kirby ultimate suck.
Sorry, are you sure you're still in the realm of anime and not
Yeah,
like we're diving into the
you have to read the manga.
Bro,
Like you have to read the
the
manga.
amount of sus memes that have came about because of the Kenjusi
I can't wait to.
Kashimusi.
I can't wait to watch the anime adaptation.
Oh my
It's gonna be
god.
so good. Like we are not even the anime. A lot of people who are anime only think that this current stage of the anime is peak JJK. It is not.
Oh shit.
It's not.
It's honestly
It's
not even
a
close.
peak. It's a peak, but it's not peak.
It is definitely not peak.
It's just so
Oh,
peak.
oh my god. It is just so
Uh,
peak indeed.
okay.
Okay, speaking of which,
Yeah.
we've settled the weak side of things. we've done our sales pitch. Domain Special Athletics coaching is really
Yeah.
open for coaching. You can find Joel for competitive powerlifting coaching. You can find me for very recreational coaching. And
Yeah.
generally, we are on our way to putting out educational content. I will be the one to start.
Where's the link?
Collaborative
Yes.
coaching.
Oh, shit.
Like even if you don't want coaching, just DM us. If you need advice, just DM us. Like
Consultations.
yeah. If you just want to talk, just DM us. Like DM us.
That's very true. Then,
Slide in. Get in there. Okay.
so
Yeah.
now we need to actually address the whiskies part. And this is your bottle. Second episode, or rather the even numbered episodes of the year are his episodes. He chooses the bottle. Or
I
in
like
this
that we're
case,
using his episode to plug our coaching services.
I mean, to be fair, I have nothing planned. I've been
be-
pretty damn lazy recently.
And to be fair, we do have 2 hours today, so that's
yeah. To be fair, Ben is technically in my metaverse, so
Hey, I'm merely the permanent co-host here.
he's downgraded
It's not
himself.
even co-host, I'm the permanent guest.
no, you're
Yes,
you're one
host.
of the permanent hosts.
No, I'm
No, he's downgraded himself because of his work.
yeah.
So technically, I am the permanent host, and Joel, you're the permanent guest co-host. Kind of like Eric and Eric after Traxler in the New Iron Culture. Whereas Ben is now the eponymous Omaisoft.
I feel like you guys also have some cosplayers that appear here like a lot more regularly than me.
Oh, Felix, they'll be slated, but this year, this is actually a new like structure we've come up with. So this
Okay.
is the guest cast.
New periodization.
It literally is like a whole new periodization because like we dedicated about half the episodes and half our wallets to like
Mhm.
guest episodes this year, so that we could actually bring in and expand the perspectives that people could bring in. Literally domain expansion here. It's normally just Ben and Ed, the occasional Felix Remus Joel. Now it's literally like Ben, Ed, and whoever's willing to
Drink whiskey and talk for 2 hours.
whoever's
Pretty
willing
much.
to come here and
Chill. Yeah.
tell us things, let us learn more about
Yeah.
Weeb culture, J culture.
100 years, Whiskies and Weebs.
Oh shit!
Forever and ever, Whiskies and
From
Weebs.
now to 2,000 years later. But for now, Ben,
Yeah.
would you like to tell us what is this bottle that I've technically like gaslighted you to buy?
Right, I have no idea because this is the
What's
first time
this
I'm seeing this as well. It's a
Is it an
Lacroix.
Irish? Oh,
No.
no, it's
So
a Scottish.
you've
Yes.
tried an Australian whiskey for some
Mhm.
reason. Australian. You've
Yeah.
tried a American
Oh,
rye
Whiskey is
whiskey.
American. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
it's
Yeah.
an American rye whiskey.
Yeah.
And now you're trying a true blue Scotch. from
Yes,
us.
albeit a Isla, so one of
So
the more
this is Peter.
Mhm.
Mm.
You've
Who?
explored mainly like non-peated, sweeter stuff.
Yeah.
This here is a more classic peated.
Who invented, like, which country invented whiskey?
For now, Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to the
In the
source.
1600s.
Quarter Cask.
whiskey by definition of the word whiskey,
Aquavitae.
Mm.
Yeah.
The most richly
Wait, what?
flavored of all Scotch whiskey.
No,
That's
so,
okay.
I
so
mean,
this is
that's
like some
just-
law, right? From what I understand, whiskey used to be called aquavitae or the water of life in
Yeah.
Scotland.
Okay.
So it's a very funny story. What people used to do with some whiskeys in the past, right, is that in the frigid temperatures, and this is has already been debunked by exercise,
Yeah.
environmental exercise physiology. People took whiskey in order to try to heat up.
Mm.
Ben, please help rip the bottle open while I explain the law.
Sure.
Otherwise, we'll be here forever.
Yeah.
So because people go out to fish in the frigid coast,
Yeah.
what they'll do is that they'll take about a liter of whiskey, they'll drink it while they're fishing
Oh my god.
to try and heat up, although they're actually probably putting themselves at high risk of hypothermia
And
And
being
then-
piss drunk.
and be dead drunk and
Yeah.
probably at risk of scurvy.
I thought that's just directions.
Nice.
I
I
mean,
don't know, man.
Sounds like something the Scottish would do.
Yeah,
yeah.
Makes sense to me.
yeah, and also also paramount to the name Aquavitae Water of Life, right? They
Mm.
also used to disperse whiskey, kind of like old Coke.
Huh.
Like actual old Coca-Cola, which used to be a therapeutic, not ailment, but more of a therapeutic.
But the
substance.
original Coke recipe was worse than most
They,
whiskeys.
they actually have to pay.
Yeah,
so-
yeah.
Yeah, well, to be fair, they used to disperse alcohol instead of water on ships because they kept longer.
Mm. What do you
Yeah.
mean water doesn't keep long?
It
In the
actually,
barrels.
it actually spoils.
Yeah.
Oh no, if you keep it in barrels, that makes sense.
Yeah. So alcohol keeps.
Alcohol
so,
is
yeah.
Because it
it's a
leaches into the
sanitizer,
barrel,
yeah.
and it actually like
Yeah, yeah.
it can actually use it as
Disinfects the,
Really,
the
really
barrel.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a Isla whiskey, Quarter Cask, which is a rum cask, if I'm not wrong.
I am not too certain.
Rum Quarter Cask,
Nice.
if I remember correctly.
Rum
So,
breweries,
yeah.
whiskey breweries.
Hopefully, some of that tasty, sweet rum flavor gets leached into
Tropical
this.
fruits and molasses, yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, well, apparently it says there is a soft sweetener, but the last time we tried a Lafroy, which was the sherry cask
Yeah, sure.
PX, right?
Better, man.
So that
Disappointing.
was not as strong, but
It's
hopefully
okay.
this rectifies it. So yeah.
I psychologically treat myself to enjoy and appreciate other today. So go ahead, Ben.
It's
Give us
48%, which is a bit lower than it
give
used to.
me
Oh
and
yeah, it's
yourself a
48%.
20
Wait,
ml pour and give Joel a 10 ml.
this is 48%?
Yeah,
Nice.
48% volume.
Damn, I thought it was a 40.
Bro,
Insignificant.
Yeah.
What's 40? What's
8% is
40?
not significant.
Nah,
Yeah,
Mm,
it's a
what?
it's a
mm.
20% difference.
Paltry.
It has a nice cork pop.
Oof.
Alright, so
The
20.
20 for us both, and then for Joel, 10 because
appreciate it, boys.
he actually needs to like prioritize his training over us
Athlete things.
Ooh.
I would love to not need to prioritize my training at some point,
at
but
some
not
point.
right now.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. You're
Nah,
going
it
to have
has no end.
a long career in the sport.
No, but like I envy like cyclists because they can just like do a long training ride and end at the bar with like a
That's
beer.
true.
And like I'm like, you guys get to do that. Like I don't get to do that.
They
you
don't
know?
just do that.
Yeah.
They also have a cafe stop.
Yeah, no, okay, like cafe stops are normal for powerlifters too,
Okay,
right?
pubs.
But like stopping at a pub, I mean, I know a
That is
couple of powerlifters that do that.
that is a cyclist thing.
Yeah, it is. Because I used to be like fun fact, I used to be into road cycling. I still am.
You
Oh,
and
you're
me
still
both,
into
right?
What's
cycling.
yours?
You and me both. So as per usual, we always start any kind of tasting by nosing the drink.
Mm.
So you've had a good nose of other things, but in
Mm-hmm.
this case, let's give this a nose, and you'll get the PD richness that I can really smell from a
Oh
distance.
yeah, it's really strong.
Oh yeah. That like acidic sweetness.
Mm.
Acidic, very like grassy, salted vegetable. Like what you
Oh.
find at Cai Peng store.
Cai Peng.
Yeah, it's like century egg plus salted
Really?
vegetables, kind of like that sulfuric,
Mm.
Yeah, the salty meat.
It opens up in an interesting way.
Mm. Are you getting
Honestly,
any
a
rum?
lot better than Love Right
Um,
Then, and actually much better compared to the EX class.
Fruitcake.
interesting.
Nice. No, but that is like typically what you
Like
expect from like
honeydew.
Yeah.
rum, from the rum
It does
edition.
Mhm.
it does smell a little bit like a duck. It does.
Mm.
Yeah.
I guess the Quarter Cask really does stand out. Yeah, it definitely smells a lot
A
different
bit
Yes.
from
plum,
a
like a bit of plum.
Yes.
Peach. Yeah.
fruity.
Yeah. Very fruity.
So you get that very like deep, rich sweetness compared to other kinds of Lafarge. Our Lafarge is
Mhm.
just like choppy.
Yeah, it's just here you go, time to
But
die.
that's kind of like what I expect from the 10. So PX was just
Mhm.
like mild sweet.
Mm.
Well, it's a rum Quarter Cask, so perhaps a bit more sweet.
Alright.
Mm.
Hey, gentlemen, cheers.
Ooh, it's quite oily as well.
That is.
Oh, little bit of a coffee first note.
Mmm.
Mm. Like an espresso. It has the espresso sting, which I think is the key. Very pleasant, like down the palate. Very pleasant going down.
Nice.
That's a really nice bottle. Like
Hmm.
this is the first whiskey that I've like actually really liked.
Oh.
Interesting. So
So now
he's
we have a better understanding of his profile. I guess he doesn't like
Mm.
the sweet stuff. He likes more of the bitter stuff.
No, because like sweet whiskeys, I feel like sweet whiskeys burn more.
Really?
And like I
really.
don't,
Caustic.
or maybe it's because I had some Mao Tai a couple of weeks ago, and like I had Mao Tai to
Oh,
start the
he's
year,
inoculated.
and like that kind of
Yeah,
started
he's
me off, right?
inoculated.
Yeah, palate
Perhaps we
cleanser.
will help you to some sweeter stuff later.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
know.
it has a nice like dark chocolate cherry dark chocolate.
Like that richness.
Yeah.
You can't really pin anything to it, but that richness.
Okay, I'm not getting much, so I'm only getting raisin. But we can like compound all the taste notes and
Mhm.
we can literally write a new review of Masters of Malt.
Maybe I don't know, man. Like you guys think like what you eat beforehand kind of affects what you taste later
Of
It
on.
does.
Because
course.
I had a very savory lunch.
So
Yeah.
can try to get a bit of water down the hatch first.
Yeah, so that's what the
Is
palate
this
cleanser is there for.
is this mine?
Yeah.
Thanks. That is a nice. I wasn't expecting it to go down like that. That's really nice.
Oh, yeah. I
Like
was
the espresso note was very pleasant. Mm. What else?
He's actually getting a lot of different flavors. I actually don't get many
I
flavors
think
from
it's just
either.
because it's 48%, so your tongue is a bit
I want to take a
It's
photo
not,
of
it's not
the.
strong enough.
yeah,
It's actually going for a very good price at the place that I got it from, which is Cornerstone Wines, operating out of Sims Close. Like, I think 84, was it? Yeah. Extremely good price, completely undercutting the entire market. incredible value as well.
I mean,
Because I got my Lafroig 10 at like, what, 100?
yeah,
I was like,
it's
when I saw this,
kind of prohibitively expensive.
like,
But yeah, there is still that distinct Lafroig taste to it,
Of course.
but it's a lot more subdued and there's a lot
Yeah.
more sweetness to
Yeah,
it.
I need stronger sweetnesses. I think life has just been generally a bit.
Help
It's
yourself later.
it's like got that pleasant bitterness without being like sour,
Right.
like a lot of
Right.
wines. Yeah.
So in that case, we'll probably never give you a Lafroig like the Lafroig 10 or any of the
Okay, gentlemen,
Troilas.
don't finish. I was gonna say don't finish your whiskey too fast
Oops.
But
because
It's
I
okay.
was going to ask you to join us and humor us for a little bit of experiment. This is for what we're going to do in February.
Hmm.
Okay, so it's commonly known that we pair whiskey with things. I pair it with chocolate. I've done it like several times across the entire talk show.
Mhm.
But close to
we
the end
haven't
of
had
the year.
guests. We
Try it.
Try it.
Yeah.
Eh?
No, I don't think so. I don't think because wait, so I actually bought a chocolate bar to do the pairing with Faye, who was on
Yeah.
our last episode of last year.
Mm.
But I forgot to take it out of the fridge.
I forgot.
Congratulations.
So I just ended up eating it later.
Itagaki forgot.
Right?
Yeah.
So instead, it's also commonplace to know that sweet meats are things that are paired with whiskey, especially strong, smoky whiskeys like this.
Mm.
So I've done the liberty of getting us some bar.
Oh my god.
And,
I mean, we're in Chinatown. It's literally all over the place.
Yeah, but it's the worst time of the year to buy bakwa.
so it's about
It's the worst time of the year to buy bakwa because the
yeah.
prices are spiked, right? But yeah, I think I could still taste it. Yeah, actually, I am craving a bit of bakwa right now,
Individually
Alright.
packed.
and this is why, like,
So-
people who drink tend to eat more because drinking makes you healthy.
I have
you
45
pair it.
flavors for the people who are not looking at us eating bakwa. So-
This is not halal, so
Bro, listen.
This literally hurt. Oh, I mean,
Wait,
shout out to my Muslim friends who drink.
arguably, the ingredients
Yeah.
for this one is
Okay.
not halal.
Oh, the chicken, yeah.
It just needs, but it has to be produced in a halal certified location. So this is not halal, okay? So this here is chicken bakwa.
It's not halal certified.
Yes, it's not halal certified.
Yeah.
And not in a halal certified place. This here is honey bakwa, which I was told would actually kill off the pungent smell of the meat. Better.
honey
Okay.
tends to do that.
Yep.
Did the sales agent tell you that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So this here is the standard signature bakwa. They call it strip bakwa for some reason because it's supposed to be stripping. And then here we have, don't even need to be labeled, this is
Bacon.
bakwa.
Bacon.
So
Nice.
bacon bakwa is
Oh, I've never had
arguably
that.
the hardest, but it actually has fat. And what I'm hoping is that the fat components mesh really well with the whisk.
Yeah, it's actually very common to pair bacon strips with whiskey.
Yeah.
It's something that is done often. It's bacon strips, whiskey, and traditionally a cigar.
Yes, that's very true.
But I think our venue is not conducive
No,
to enjoying a cigar.
I think our wallets are also not very conducive to having
Cigars and weeds. No, there are cheap cigars.
yeah.
Like there's $10 and
But
$20 for
still oil relatives.
Yeah.
So I would suggest, gentlemen, that we give it a try and we try small strips. All right. So I'm actually gonna take a very short commercial break to go and like. All right, okay, Ben, could you go out and help grab us a plate or something?
Sure.
Just
I will try the regular bakwa first.
So-
But then you just like
that's
break
fine.
it up.
Yeah, so that's my plan.
Break it up in the packet. Yeah.
But I need to break it into like three. And you see, it doesn't really like break well.
Well, I mean, as long as everybody gets a bite, it's fine, I guess.
So while Ed is fiddling around with the meat,
Ooh.
Put that meat in your
Yeah.
mouth. All right.
Sweet meat.
sometimes I wonder if
You know
Ed
what?
is-
Let's just do. We'll start the honey bakwa. Guys, rip yourself a piece from this.
Sure, I shall help myself.
It's like cured ham.
Exactly. All right, so we're going to start the pairing off first with at least Ben and I will have whiskey. Joe, you want to top up?
No, it's okay. I remember the taste.
All right, very good. But the whole point is that you're supposed to mash the alcohol and the meat in your mouth.
All right,
together.
just a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah. So another like 5 alcohol.
You can.
All right, self-serve.
Yeah, I think you have a better control.
I'll just have like a little,
Bro is going straight for it.
a little.
It's going to
Okay.
drop.
No, yeah.
Wow. Control on that.
All right, so
So whiskey first or meat first?
meat first. Let you chew it a little bit. Let it spread through the mouth. Then we take the whiskey. Then we mix it together. All right.
Yeah.
Bakwa, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Touching tits, touching meat.
Shit. This is very mild for a bakwa. It's definitely not the sweetest bakwa that I've had. It's also not the fattiest.
Mm. It's got that whiskey bonbonish like taste profile.
It actually makes the whiskey taste a bit stronger.
Mm.
It's punchier now.
Yeah, sesame is like the sweetness and the
Yeah.
yeah.
Getting a lot of the what did we say just now? A lot of the espresso now,
Oh,
and not a lot of everything else that I tasted. So it just kind of killed all of the fruity notes.
I think
Oh,
it's
really?
yeah.
Yeah,
It might have something to do with the oil and the
yeah,
meaty nature.
yeah. Or
Interesting.
maybe it's because I poured so little, so I couldn't really like aerate it as much as just now.
True. All right. So we'll like slowly snack through this like throughout the
Yeah.
entire night.
But I think it would be particular to this background because it's not as
Not as
smoky,
yeah,
not
yeah.
as pungent.
Yeah. But also, I feel like this is a whiskey that opens up a lot more when you get a bit of air on it.
We should probably get a decanter sometime.
For whiskey,
Decanter.
let's
Do you know that
you can
Singleton
decant whiskey.
Singleton, yeah, of course. Singleton actually has like a promotion for one of their, I think the Singleton 18.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, it
And
comes in a.
it's a gift set that comes with a carafe.
Mm.
ah,
What's this one?
So this here
this
is
is a
chicken
regular.
bak kwa.
Oh, the chicken one.
Yep. So
Smells like chicken.
touch your meats, boys.
I'm eating it before you guys touch meat.
He's very eager to
Okay.
have the meat.
I
Alright.
only have one meal today.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Speaking of this, so let's talk a bit about your comp.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because given that you are prepping for a powerlifting comp for
Mhm.
this year,
It's gonna be somewhere between the 1st and 3rd of March. When it's unannounced yet, but this year is really special because Powerlifting Singapore is partnering with Reform Training, and we're gonna be holding it at MBS this year.
Oh,
So it's the first time, and it's gonna be the biggest nationals that PSG has ever had. It's gonna be really crazy for the organizers. Like shout out Clinton and JJ. I know you guys are gonna have a hard time. But yeah, I think it's gonna be really fun. It's about 5 weeks out at this point. Yeah.
5 weeks out.
Which is crazy to me because like I'm having really great training at the moment, like knock on wood, but it just feels normal. Which is what you want to hit as an athlete, right?
True.
Like you want to keep your training like in stride, you want everything to feel normal, you don't want things to be too like crazy.
I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of the 90% of your trainings are just regular trainings. 5% suck and 5% are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. If nothing is going wrong, that's always a good sign. Because
Yeah.
95% of the times you do something right. 5% of times when things go wrong, well,
It's
just
normal, it's just a
blame
write
fate.
off. It's just a write off, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly.
And if you're a good athlete, like even when something does go wrong, it kind of gets mitigated. Like things can't go as wrong if you know what you're doing.
fair enough.
Yeah, it's about having that kind of like wisdom, right?
The consistency, the ability to
The
adapt,
ability to pull back and the ability to like really try, yeah.
improvise,
Nah,
adapt, overcome.
Nah, I had that. Yeah.
But what components are there in this powerlifting competition?
Well, actually, the powerlifting competition is a test of 3 lifts, and you get 3 attempts per lift. So there's a squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. We're separated into weight classes. All right, so the people of one weight class compete among themselves, and the person with the highest total in that weight class will the person with the highest total will win. So it's just like any other sport. The thing I like about it is it's very, very objective, right? Like 5 kilos is 5 kilos. You can't argue about like aesthetics or anything like that.
Only thing is just leverages that people.
Yeah.
Like people just get pissy over like.
Yeah.
She's built like a deadlift specialist. Or
No.
He's built like a bench specialist.
No, but like like Nabil Lahu didn't ask to be born. He didn't ask to be able to deadlift 500 pounds with ease. You know? So it's like
sounds like Naim Sulaimanoglu.
I guess it's
Yeah.
just deadlifting
Yes.
is at the point where you have to specialization.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I mean, it's just based on how you're built.
Yeah, but nobody gives Michael Phelps shit for having like long arms and the biggest
Yeah.
thoracic curve on earth, right? Like,
And less
Yeah.
like less the size of Batman himself.
yeah.
So this here is a signature bar.
Signature, of course.
Signature. Alright.
Okay,
Sure,
touch
sure.
meats this time.
Touch meat's good.
oh, but the chicken one just killed off any taste.
Really?
It
I
tasted
felt
like-
like really exacerbated like the sweetness
Really? It
of
just
the,
tasted like
of the
chicken.
whiskey.
This one just tastes very oily.
Hmm.
This bakwa.
Perhaps it will taste well with the whiskey then.
Yeah, you'll try.
So I want to ask, how much of your diet is meat?
So much of my
I
diet.
have to ask in the sussest way
Which
possible.
kind?
So much of my diet. Okay, day of eating.
Yeah,
In the
tell us
morning,
your
days that I go to work early because I open the gym.
meat.
I'll start with like 2 scoop protein shake and like 15 grams of psyllium husk, which is just a fiber supplement.
Yep.
And like if you need a supplement fiber in your diet, like if you're like me and you eat like a child, right? Like Silem Has is great.
Agreed.
And then I usually have I try to go for like 200 grams of meat in every subsequent meal.
Nice.
So I have that protein for breakfast, and then I'll have like maybe if I need more breakfast, I'll have eggs, right? Like I'll go and get eggs. Then for lunch, I might have there's this really great nasi lemak at Amoy, and they serve you like a whole chicken leg, and it's like a
Wow.
big chicken leg. It's like a 300-gram chicken
shit.
leg.
So it's like
It's
the
like the
extras.
FairPrice one.
Yeah. But
I'll
with
give
nasi
you a
lemak,
top up.
right? So it's really
Sure.
good. And then for dinner, usually I'll try to have either Western, which is obviously very high protein, right? Because it's a slab of meat, and also or I might try to have like a ban mian, because ban mian the noodles are very high protein.
And it's salt.
It's salty.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
got
sodium
vegetables
chloride.
in it, and the fish is really good for you in terms of like omega 3s and 6s because they use mackerel, right? It's an oily fish.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's like
Wait,
ban
they
mian.
use mackerel and ban mian. Which ban mian are you going to, man? What?
The ban mian in Woodlands uses mackerel.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's a double fish ban mian, so it's like
Mm.
the fried and steamed fish.
That was this in NTU when I was staying home.
Mm.
Really?
Actually, Temasek Poly had the same ban mian. They had that really good like double fish ban mian.
Wow.
And then if I'm trying to cut, I just switch from ban mian to fish soup because there's almost no carbs in fish soup and almost no fat.
I trust that you're going to be cutting soon, right?
I've already started cutting, but as long as I walk around at 76, I don't have to restrict my diet anymore. So actually, right now I'm gonna be, if I can, I'm gonna observe over the rest of the week, right? If I'm holding 76 easily, if I'm holding 76 easily, then I'm just gonna hold. I might reverse diet a little bit so I get more calories, and then I just cruise in to come on 76.
Someone reverse dieting for powerlifting. This really is the first time I heard about it.
No, man, because like if you make weight early, like I mean, I know that I can gut cut and dehydrate from 76 to 74 very easily.
Yep.
Right. So like why would I cut anymore? It's just gonna tank my strength, right? So it's like a reverse diet is where you increase your calories but you stay at the same body weight. So
Yes.
I'm trying to get my calories as high as possible, still staying at that 76 range, so that I go into the meet like full of energy.
For bare layman terms, or not so layman terms yet, you're essentially weaning off your metabolic adaptation to having lesser calories where you use less energy. Essentially, by introducing more food, more macronutrients to your diet, you allow yourself to be more active. At the same time, you stay at the same weight because your body's activity metabolically and physically catches up.
Ah.
So the body uses more energy and you have more energy to actually do things outside, therefore use more energy.
Yeah, you have to keep your activity level high though, on a reverse diet. Yeah, that's the only way it
Also,
works.
another point that I would like to point out for Joel, this is a bit more of an advanced strategy, gut cutting. Essentially, what you're doing with it is that you are taking away food from the diet that would essentially cause a lot of retention inside
It
the
will create
body.
gut mass.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
So-
Steve Denovi's terms, it's poop.
Yes.
Oh.
So it will
Yeah.
store a lot of additional mass inside the body. So if you replace the food there with something that would process much faster, much
Yeah,
easier.
liquid basically.
So you're going
Ah.
silent.
Ish, but no, your gut cut diet is wild, right? You get all your protein from shakes and almonds, and then the rest of your calories you get from ice cream and chocolate.
True.
Right? So like you get to eat ice cream and chocolate only for a week, which is it sounds great, but it sucks.
Shout out my homie Eric Helms. Did it with salted caramel chocolate.
Oh.
That one episode.
I like my coach likes Haagen-Dazs vanilla, and like actually he did a very interesting pairing. He did vanilla ice cream and olive oil.
Alright, I'm going together 8
Oh,
powerlifters.
fair
I'm
off.
going to when I have enough money, I'm going to get 8 powerlifters and go get them to do like gut cuts with different brands of ice creams and just like best subjective psychological. It's all the best, dude.
If you're on a gut cut, you get sick of all of
We
them.
just periodize your
Yeah.
like an 8-day ice cream like
8-day ice
gut
cream.
cut. 8 different brands.
And it's weird because
Gentlemen, cheers.
on a gut cut, this is interesting. It's like jerky, pork jerky. It's so tough.
Oh, it's true. It's very gamey.
Yeah, very roasted. But it's like bak kut teh,
Oh.
like the porky flavor of the ribs.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
ribs.
For
Yeah.
me, this one actually meshes the best.
Yeah.
So I actually get both alcohol as well as the meats like blending back and forth in my mouth.
This is making me want to go eat skewers later.
Confirm sure.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm very-
okay. But yeah. So as you're saying,
Yeah,
like
this
on a
is
gut cut, like it's really weird because you don't feel hungry, but you feel very hollow inside.
Mm.
You go
Hollow
hollow.
inside. Hollow
Yeah.
Fair
back.
enough.
You go hollow. You become a little bit undead, you know.
A little bit under. Oh shit, bro. The
That's
whole
Dark
right.
Souls reference.
Empty inside.
Sure, I
Yeah.
thought that was a Bleach reference.
It is too, but like I've been getting into Dark Souls lore recently.
Oh, dang
Ah.
souls.
So I see you're a fan of the self-flagellation simulators.
Yeah, get good.
I mean, before we get into all the game stuff, which is where Ben, you actually get time to like
Oh,
shoot
right.
the shit. Before that, Joe, I want to wrap up like this period of talking by asking you. So Chinese New Year's coming up,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And what would you have to say about your diet now that Chinese New Year is coming? Comp prep's coming.
I'm not looking forward to it. It's very unfortunate timing because this is the first time that we're doing powerlifting nationals in March, right?
Mm.
So Chinese New Year coming up is unavoidable, and this year is in February instead of January,
Mm.
just because the lunar calendar is weird, right?
Mm.
But what I'm gonna be doing is a couple of days of overeating isn't really gonna hurt you very much. You know, if you weigh in slightly too heavy for 2 or 3 days, it's fine as long as you know you're gonna come back down.
Yeah, because I'll go out.
When I'm eating with my family, for those 2 or 3 days, I'm not going to be tracking
Mm.
because but I'm gonna be watching my choices. I'm gonna try to
Yeah.
eat like mostly lean protein, a lot of vegetables, not as much carbs.
No pounding back all the pineapple tarts or Ferrero Rochers or
That's the thing. That's how they get you, right? Like you start eating the pineapple tarts, and before you know it, you finish the whole jar
yeah,
because they're so
so
freaking
bad.
calorically dense,
Yes.
right? Like, but that makes them really, really
Hyperpalatable.
good if you're trying to bulk.
Hyperpalatable as well.
Yeah.
Butter,
Super
the butter
ultra
though, my
hyperpalatable,
God,
like
that's
buttered
why,
and brushed with eggs,
amazing.
right? And the one that gets me the worst is the muruku, like the jar
Oh,
muruku.
really?
Yeah, it slaps, dude. Like muruku freaking slaps.
It does.
And only in Singapore you have muruku as a Chinese New Year goodie.
Yeah, it's
True,
Yeah,
it's
true.
Yeah,
interesting.
but like so yeah, if you're trying to hold your weight kind of similar in Chinese New Year or any other gathering, just like lean protein, lots of vegetables, lots of water, and lots of 0 calorie soft drinks.
Just
You'll
avoid the
be okay.
snacks.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
you can have the snacks, but you know, like go in thinking like, oh, I'm only gonna have 2 pieces, you know, and then it's fine.
But that's how it always starts.
Yeah, that's how it
That's how it
starts.
starts.
Yeah,
There was
most
a
of-
one Ferrero Rocher before I knew the box is gone. You
Damn
know
it.
what? It was delicious.
One cup of ice cream and the whole tub is gone.
Yeah, it's like that one
Yeah.
gambling ad.
One-
Just one more.
one-
It's really good though.
One shot of whiskey.
Oh,
bottle is
that,
gone.
that can't exactly that can't exactly work out.
No, but then you don't gain weight from that because you puke, right? But like,
Oh, true.
yeah,
But
okay.
that's not healthy. We're not promoting that.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
how
alright.
I'm gonna be managing my weight.
So
Yeah.
that's a really good way of going because this is very it's very valid
Mhm.
for a lot of dieting cases, even general dieting. We're trying to go through holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc. Hari Raya,
Yeah.
Diwali, CNY.
Yeah.
You do watch what you eat. You just don't. You just try not to go off the roads.
Don't be obsessed about it because the more obsessed you are about it, the harder you're
The
gonna
more
swing in the other
focused you are.
direction. Yeah.
All right, so gentlemen, let's wrap up this section. How would you rate the drink here? I'm sorry that okay. So this place doesn't have a refrigerator because expenses.
Mhm.
So they also want to keep their like passive expenses down, so they don't have a refrigerator.
Yeah.
How would you rate this drink when you drink it only neat? And maybe if you want to chime in about the pairing with meats, how do you feel like? What are your thoughts on pairing all these kind of like roasted meats alongside with a smoky whiskey from this experience?
Wow. You wanna start?
Mm.
And what would you rate? Just give like a score first. Then
Out
maybe
of
counts.
like
The
10.
Oh,
classic
okay.
10 score.
Okay.
Yeah, so bad.
Honestly, it's quite a nice bottle.
Mm.
True.
8.5, 8.
So
around
I'll give
there.
it
yeah.
8 too.
Yeah, like 8 is right around what I would give it. In terms of
Oh my
pairing
god,
with the
Chinese New Year 8.
What?
I guess we better
Yeah,
microphone.
Oh shit, bro.
like
This is
pairing it with
unfair.
the meat was interesting
Mm.
because I think the sweetness of the bakwa kind of took over everything else.
Mm.
Kind of like deadened my palate a little bit, but it was still nice. Like with the meat, like I give it like a 7.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Honestly, just because it was interesting enough, I would rate it about maybe 7.5, 8.
I would say some are mid.
Yeah,
For
some are
example, for
definitely-
me, like with the signature, it was very mid. It was like a
Yes.
6.5.
But I think that speaks more about the bakwa than the whiskey.
True. But with the bacon, for me, it like shot up to 8.2, somewhere around
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
agree.
Wherein the chicken bakwa as well as the honey one, they're like
Yeah.
slightly above average, maybe like 7 point.
Chicken wise, the honey one was slightly above
Mm.
average.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, nice. That's really good to hear. Oh, gentlemen,
Finally, we agree.
we have a good whiskey
Yeah.
that we can all agree on.
Yeah.
From Ben's choice, From
and-
Ben's choice is the important part because Ben has been choosing all the sus whiskies.
Hey,
and from Scotland.
a quarter rum cask. I don't think you really can go wrong with those.
I mean,
Rum quarter cask.
this is 100% W on Love Roy's part.
Fair
We'll
enough.
just give it to them,
Mm.
right? Like it almost reminds me of the special release like Talisker,
Mm.
just that it's pricier,
Mm.
like literally 2 times more expensive.
Yeah, and if it's $80 in SG, you can probably get it like a lot cheaper elsewhere because of the
Oh
duty.
shit, bro, boy, like
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
bucks a Scotland or something, man.
Yeah,
Well,
dude,
you have to
yeah,
pay for the plane ticket. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Ben,
Yes.
it's finally time to get to you to address one of the biggest things that I wanted to talk to you about, but I haven't got a chance to. Joe, do you play League of Legends, by the way?
I used to. I was really bad at it.
That's where we all
Most
start
people
off.
don't exactly like tell people they're bad at it, but it's fine. It's all good.
What do you mean? I was stuck at
just
800 elo for like.
on what arena?
Sorry?
In arena?
No, back in season 2.
On Trinderman.
Sorry? No, I was playing Leona Jungle.
Leona Jungle. Master Yi
Yes.
Jungle.
Master E Jungle? No, Master E
Master
bot
Yi.
lane. Full AP Master E bot
Stop
lane.
it. Fucking remind me of AP Aurelia playing AP Aurelia ARAM. There's a player literally called AP Aurelia who has played AP Aurelia before my eyes in ARAM.
Well,
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
gotta say they live up to their name.
Truly lived up to his name. Right? So Ben, well, do you remember like what day we filmed our first episode for 2024?
First episode? I believe it was 2 weeks ago, so what, 7th?
Yeah, so Jan.
I can't remember dates for some
Of
reason.
course, I mean I went to memorize it for a purpose, right?
Just
She's
for-
not 7, it's a 6, but
Oh.
7 just sound cool.
Hmm.
So when did the new League cinematic come out?
Alright. Honestly, I can't remember.
The 10th, if I'm not wrong.
Is it?
I mean, we can do a really quick reference as well. I was like preloading it.
To be fair, it was quite
Legends has
Fine.
generally stepped up.
9 days ago.
It has
On the 10th of Jan, yeah, I'm correct.
difficult to say.
Oh, dude, have you actually seen the cinematics?
No. I know that they're doing partnerships
Oh
with like a bunch of providers.
Oh, that's
New
been
Jeans.
for a while.
Yeah, there's been for KDA,
But-
New Jeans.
In terms of cinematics,
This one slaps.
fair enough.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Nice. Do you want to see it?
Sure.
Because there's also music in this. I'm not sure if my speakers are like loud enough for
I
this.
mean, just gonna be a time lapse or something of this.
Let me
Because
just.
I'm pretty sure that's copyrighted.
That's true.
Yeah, you're gonna get struck by Rito Games, the small indie company Rito Games. I swear. You say that.
Are they still small?
Sorry?
I don't feel like they're small
No,
anymore.
their game is so buggy that you think it is still a small indie game.
League of Legends has bugs.
Oh, bro, you don't know the half of it. My various arrows disappear whenever my out lands.
Oh my god.
Okay. So we'll give it a watch. I hope the music probably won't even get to the mic, dude. You
Yeah,
can just
probably.
comment.
But yeah,
I feel like League is the only game from then that's still around.
really Dota.
No, but Dota was from before League. So it's like
Fair enough.
was Dota 2 was out before League, right?
Oh,
No idea.
Dota 2 I think came after. So what happened was for this case, right? So Dota Original Defense of the Ancients was a mod for Warcraft 3.
Mm.
Then we have League of Legends that was created by the people who left them and formed Riot Games.
Yeah, they are more.
Yeah. Then Iceprop went to Dota, went to Steam Gaben and essential or Valve rather. When I say Steam, Valve, which owns and uses and runs Steam, and then he created the standalone game Dota 2 with other developers. I know it's because like so I played Dota 2 when the beta was still around. The one of my friends gave me like like one of the keys to unlock the game on Steam when I was on my birthday.
Oh,
So much thanks for that, James. Uh, so I still have a bloodstone from that time. So sus beta Dota was pretty sus, man.
Beta League was pretty sus as well.
I mean you have like,
League?
As in you've seen it around, right?
No, I haven't.
do you know how many times Rotan's played has moved since like the game has been out?
I have
Bro,
no
it's
idea.
shifted so many times, it's ridiculous. You have like multiple TIs that are won at the Dota pits, and it just shows like how different it is. Yeah, $1 million Echo Slam that was like in one of the patches where it was shifted a bit like off right from the center of the map. Previously, it used to be like closer to the center. Yeah, then you could if you chose Dire, you could go and like level 1 do Roshan as yourself. You just need a right setup.
Interesting.
Yeah, man.
No.
Oh shit.
And
That was
then
on cinematic, man.
sorry, the cinematic. I was gonna say that we complain about the changes to the Rift, like just the
Oh my
changes in
God.
the layout, and then Dota just shifts very pit, Roshan pit.
Oh, they literally domain expanded the map now. Like, I think
Oh
like
yeah,
1 or 2 years ago, they literally domain expanded the map.
Dota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they actually compacted the normal part of the map down a bit. So your your bases, right?
Mhm.
Normally it's like this. So they actually shifted it inwards a bit, and now there's actually like space around the side. It's not just forest.
Oh.
Previously, a forest used to be a place for like jukes,
Yeah.
like dodging people who are like, trying to kill you in there.
So
But
then,
now it's actually like jungle camps for you to do that.
oh, there are secret shops there as well.
No, secret shop is always the same. Has been in the same place for the longest time. Yeah, which is
True.
like slightly north of the Radiant side. So
Mm.
like if Radiant's here, then it's just up here.
Mm.
Then for Dire, yeah, it's south, but then it's slightly off.
That's what a lot of people say the difference between Dota and League is like Dota there's a lot of secrets on the map that you can exploit, and League is just
Quite straightforward.
yeah.
It's just that there's a really big RNG factor in the dragons.
For
Yeah, dragons.
I would say that Dota is a lot more, is a lot different mechanic wise lah.
And we don't talk about Mobile Legends here.
We don't
Nah,
talk
nah,
about them soon.
not even freaking Wild Rift. Nah, that inferior stuff.
Actually,
Although I feel like Mobile Legends got a lot more people into that like League style gameplay.
into MOBAs lah.
Reached out to the
Have you
casuals.
started ranking like for this season?
No.
No, yeah.
Waiting for it. I think they did a hard reset.
Wow.
So everyone, apparently, if you play all your placements, you end up somewhere in gold or like low plat.
Nice. What are thought on new items?
Sorry? New items?
Yeah.
Long live the freaking tanks, alright?
More mythics.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually for the number of times I played Mage, I've actually not bought forms of I've been running like the new Ludens.
Well,
Yeah,
don't buy it now because they nerfed it to the ground at like 25%.
honestly, it wasn't that like cool, to be honest.
I only bought it because it had MacPad. The new Ludens is I won't ever buy it because there's better options which give MacPad.
I agree.
As long as it has MacPad, anything is better than it.
It's just cool to still get the Ludens like back.
But the new items wise, I'm quite fond of the changes to like Zonias and the
Oh, true.
Zonias
It is because I'm
and
got
mm,
instead of the stopwatch.
Seeker Samkat and the Banshee's Veil. So you actually get a 1200 Banshee's Veil, which is 60 seconds, and then the actual Banshee's Veil is a 30 seconds cooldown. It gives 120 AP.
That is very useful.
Mm.
Oh my god.
But in terms of item wise, I think mages are still a bit short. They lost Crown, which
I never gave a shit about Crown.
No,
because I didn't play
the
like
problem is that
a Silas or anything.
the problem is that now there's a lot more assassin items as well.
Mm. So you just get teams of 6 assassins.
Yeah, pretty much.
All assassins.
But the tanks are getting back, and the only thing I hate about it is that Aatrox, Jungle, and all the users are just like rushing Thunder Sky, and they're like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, once Aatrox gets like 3 kills, you can just forfeit the game.
What are your thoughts on the item that gives you statues?
Sorry?
The item that gives you statues. Triumph, right? Was it? Or something.
It gives you what?
Statues.
Oh, that's hubris.
Hubris, yeah. So
Um,
this is real funny, man.
it's an absolute meme.
So yeah, because I saw a video of
I need context.
okay, so hubris is an assassin item that
Okay.
gives vitality. So it gives you 10 vitality base,
Mhm.
okay, which is basically the armor pen, like flat armor reduction.
Mm.
Every single time you get a kill, you get statue. Each statue which forms in your base, right, gives you 1 extra vitality.
1 AD.
80? Thought it's
One
vitality.
additional AD, if I remember correctly.
Shit, I thought it's 1 vitality.
No.
Oh.
So the
So-
item gives you, so on kill, you get bonus AD. I think you start off at 15.
Thought it's
For
10, 10
90
plus 1.
15 plus, if I remember correctly. I might have remembered it wrong because I don't build that item.
Ah.
So it gives you the bonus AD for 90 seconds after you get a kill within 3 seconds of damaging someone. Either kill or assist.
I don't think that's what it does. So what happened was I saw this video of a guy playing Jin. And needless to say you're playing Jin, right? So you need to get force. So you want to end game with 44 kills. So what happens is that once you cross a certain threshold on the hubris statues,
Mhm.
they spawn in the enemy base.
Sorry, what?
So once you cross a certain threshold of statues that you have,
Yeah, just assert dominance.
you assert dominance by spawning them in the enemy base.
I didn't know that happened, but that is one way.
Flex, if I ever
That is one way to BM.
yeah, so I think like the second he got, I think 28 statues.
We don't have space for these
Yeah.
anymore.
Then he also has a Nocturne on his team.
Oh,
So the Nocturne is also using hubris and getting new friends. So they were wondering, okay, they thought it capped out. There's no more statues. Because
Then
they
they ran into the Nexus. Then you're like, wait a minute.
Because they spent the whole game farming the enemy team.
yeah.
So that you can get 44 kills for a game, right? So
That's
once
what enemy team.
there's statue just falling around that. That
Alright.
fountain.
Alright.
No, like, wait, who bought Hubris?
Oh my god. Is that a Jin on our team? Is that a Nocturne?
Alright, Ed, it's time. We gotta go AI, 5 people build hubris, let's go.
Oh my god, man.
See how many we can
No,
get.
you just get the
Unlimited.
maximum number of Hubrises, then crash your opponent's like computer.
No, we gotta go AI and see how many we can get.
Oh my god, man.
Look in the game's code. Like, imagine the developer that coded that.
Dude, they're peeking right now, man.
If Nexus no space, else.
It's Riot Games, they'll
I
probably
agree.
crash your game either ways.
True.
They will find a way.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
Right.
Thoughts
yeah.
on new champ, by the
The
Smaller.
smaller.
way. It's more the first legit dragon of the game. There's not a soul.
I'm conflicted. It's just too much damage.
I just say that because it's infinitely scaling.
No, it's scaling up to 150.
Oh,
250.
they stop it.
225.
They stop it.
No, as in you scale up to 225 and it reaches like max stack.
Range.
Right? Is it range? No, you just reach the max like the new stuff that your Q does.
Yeah.
So at 225 it does true damage and executes like a Elder Drake.
God damn it, man.
Yeah, so yeah,
True damage ignoring armor.
it just
Like
does the
straight
damage.
up. Oh my god.
I think it's
Cause,
like
That's gross.
3% max health over 3 seconds.
That's gross.
It's
Also-
damn disgusting.
The only reason why I'm bringing this up, right, is because of this very funny question that I saw. So what Smolder's ultimate does, right, is
Yes,
it calls his mom to rain fire upon the enemy team. So what happens if Silas steals Smolder's ulti? Does Silas call
His mom?
Smolder's mom? Oh, his own mom.
Wait, but Silas.
I didn't know that there was a character that could steal other characters.
Adoption.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
So
so
does
hi.
he steal his mom?
I'm pretty sure I sent you that meme.
I have questions.
Exactly. I was like, oh my god.
I have questions.
I have many questions for Silas when he does this.
Yeah, I'm
It's
not
like,
expecting him to
if
break
it's
the
Silas's mom just shows up and like starts whooping ass.
Exactly. Wait. So now I want to bring you guys up on something that has been bugging me since like last year.
Sure.
Have you heard of this new game? It's called Power
No.
What?
World. PAL World. Sekai.
The only new game I've heard of recently is Buckshot Roulette.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
might
you
have.
have an inkling?
I might have.
Does Pokemon guns like give you a trigger reminder?
Pokemon really guns.
I might have seen
Isn't
it
that just Digimon?
Okay, so Power's a game that I've been looking forward to a
Oh,
lot.
is it the really dystopian looking Pokemon with the ads on IG?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no.
okay.
It's a Steam game. It just released yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yesterday, right?
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday, 19 at 4 p.m.
Oh.
I know because I bought it.
Interesting.
Okay.
So what it is that it's basically if you had Rust or you had Pokemon, you had guns. Then you throw them all together and you give the Pokemon guns.
give
And
give
Pokemon
give
use
Pikachu
guns.
a gun.
So I mean, so the equivalent of like a green grass type squirrel.
Yeah.
It can use a gun.
Bullet type damage.
Yeah.
Glock type
Do
damage.
you know how overpowered guns actually are? Like, so they have like so kind of like from primitive weapons all the way to like modern weapons, right? They actually have scaling damage. So arrows do like pittance, right?
Yeah.
But even just a musket does an insane amount of damage.
I go to
Relative.
I go to Victory Lane and like
Victory
Rip
Road.
off.
they my opponent whips out a Gyarados and I whip out a gun.
Me say, my little friend.
To be fair, I think some of the Pokemon moves are a bit stronger than guns, perhaps a Hyper Beam.
Mm.
Yeah, but you need to rest one turn. Gun doesn't rest one turn. Gun just
Fair enough.
Gun.
Fair enough. I use gun.
I use gun. What is Us gonna do?
Oh man.
Judgment?
You're alright, you're giving me ideas, Ed. I don't think you'll like them. But you're giving me
I just
ideas.
like, I don't want no trouble, man.
Right. Yeah, so I've actually been spending like fair amount of time like trying to investigate the system, finding out like how Valheim is. It's actually very similar. The building system and everything, the open world design is very similar to Valheim. It's not procedurally generated. It's actually a fixed map the size of Skyrim,
Oh, cool.
which is huge.
That is huge.
Yep.
You have ever-
Skyrim. Oh,
You
Skyrim.
play Skyrim?
No, I've.
What do you mean you
I've-
haven't played Skyrim?
I don't play first person or third person.
Have you ever
I like
tried,
that those are the only two options that games have because like no game occurs in the second
have
person.
you tried
As in the-
Morrowind?
Sorry?
Have you tried Morrowind? Elder Scrolls 3.
I can't deal with the emotion. Like that
Daggerfall?
kind of emotion.
Elder Scrolls 4.
No. None,
Elder Scrolls
nothing
5. Skyrim.
nothing in the Skyrim series.
Elder Scrolls 1 Battlespire isn't a first or third
Yeah.
person game. It's a
Yeah.
text-based RPG.
True.
Yes, now you're telling me to play Zork.
Yeah.
Kind of like Fallout 1, right? Or not
Kind
wrong?
of, yeah. I mean, they're both by Bethesda, right?
Let's just go back to Zork. You know, just get eaten by the what was it called? Yeah, just never go to a dark
But
place.
Skyrim is iconic, bro.
Yeah, Skyrim
It
is
is.
iconic.
Yeah.
Arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
Fusruda.
Yeah. Machinima, Gamer Poop.
Machinima is a term that I've not heard in a very long time.
Yeah,
I think they're still
not
going.
since
Bro.
the
They're
new
still going.
buildings.
Yeah.
Really?
They're still going. Yeah.
My
They
God.
they they they
Machinima
they
is-
branched out to different games. I think they did like LA Noir.
Oh,
Hell no. I know it's kind of sus because I know I played it. Yeah, it had like a really scuffed driving system.
Yeah.
It was like there was a Hong Kong gang open world game.
There were a
What?
few. There were a few.
Sleeping Dogs or something.
Yeah. One of them was Sleeping Dogs. The other one was I feel like that genre after Sleeping Dogs, like a bunch of other
Yeah.
games around that came out.
Yakuza.
Yeah, Yakuza.
Yakuza.
But Yakuza is
I think Yakuza is releasing a new game, right? It has a collaboration with something else. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Also, I might hurt myself, but I kind of feel like I want to get into playing Elden Ring. I keep seeing videos on it, and it looks like fun.
What's more masochistic, training in very helms or playing Elden Ring? I don't know.
Getting Elden Helms to coach you through playing Elden Ring.
Well,
Let me show you my DM real quick.
I guess it takes a special kind of person.
Every time, fighting the first boss of Elden Ring blindfolded. No, like blind. But every time you die, Eric Helms puts you through a 0 RL set
Of house.
of halves.
Yes.
So
But
that's
The laptop is in a standing calf raise machine. You're fighting Morgoth,
you just
and every time you die, Eric Helms is like, alright, stretch it out.
your rest time is being stuck in the orthotic device that stretches your calves for that time. This is just if I could find like anyone who's Iron Cultic enough, we could probably just run like a Jeopardy of all the
I feel like Eric Helms himself probably games.
all right.
I think
And it's time.
Okay, enough.
Alright, Eric, time to show you a DM.
The only time you get to rest is the rolling screen.
Imagine if you convince Eric to be on one of your episodes. That'd be so funny.
I don't think it'll take very long. I think I think it's possible.
Does Eric like whiskey?
No, okay. But I think I can convince him with New Zealand whiskey. So buy a bottle of Pocono, New Zealand whiskey, shoot him a DM, ask when's the next time he's dropping by Singapore, and like, Eric, I'd like to formally invite you to the episode of Whiskies and Weebs. Alright.
But what is it time for? Just now I said that it's time.
It's time to dance.
No, it's not time that's alright. So we've actually spoken quite a fair bit. You know, how's the dirty bob going?
I'm enjoying it very much. But I think in total I've probably eaten like the equivalent of one square.
One
of
square. Ah, that's pittance, man.
Yeah.
What's the macros on that? Macros just says not enough.
Right now.
Right. I like to wrap up this episode with a bit of like a teaser on some of our future activities, maybe to apprise you of some of them, get your feedback on it. So one thing so part and parcel of this entire episode was talking about the nature of competitions, contests. Especially since previously we caught you after a contest. There's no way we can catch you during a contest unless I roll up to your competition in cosplay or something. And then my Ragas brew above my head and then I just start screaming you, just on that, bro!
Right.
I walk out after my first squat, then like after the judge gives me a I walk out with the wheel, and then the wheel turns the click, then I'm like, alright.
Oh, Maharaga just staring at you from the judge's seat. Give me
Maharaga's wheel is IPF approved.
I'll just have an entire row of Shine LaBeoufs telling you to just do it.
Strong bench.
Honestly, I would pay just to get like 10 people to cosplay as Shinra, to walk up to any international competition, and then when it's time, right, as the cheer squad, just do it. Then we go in one row. Then we all get kicked out.
Let's go.
Oh my god, man. Best part is that it's just a clothing cosplay, so it shouldn't be that pricey.
Like if somebody rocked up to Open Nationals in a total cosplay, right? I'm sure that I'm not the only powerlifter who lose their minds because JJK is very popular, especially among the junior athletes right now.
Oh my
Like,
god,
yeah.
man. And then we just take a speaker and we play the iconic line, man. When the Salah bell something.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
When-
we are the exception.
We are the exception.
And they just start ripping in
At that point, you're just asking for it.
Hey, on the nature of competitions, right?
Yeah.
The one thing I've always wanted to elucidate better on is to give people perspective on how people prep for competitions. So powerlifting, you've given us a perspective. Training, nutrition-wise. I mean, the only thing we could really milk further from you is your peaking, but that one we would probably do as like educational person. Domain expansion athletics coaching, please go and follow to find out more about Joel's peaking. Right? But aside from that,
Yeah.
what do you guys think of people actually preparing for cosplay competitions? It's a very different.
Oh, a cosplay competition. That's interesting.
I have
Like
no idea.
Okay, do you know what is one of the most iconic like Dota 2 moments in Singapore? It's not the competition that I went to, which was in like 2015. It's a competition that took place in 2021, if I'm not wrong.
Is this a gaming competition or a cosplay competition?
It's the international taking place in Singapore.
It did?
Yeah, it did take place in Singapore once. And for that year, it was a very rough year. I think people are really proud that Singapore did
I
it.
feel like it's the only
I feel like it's just a
championship that Singapore can host.
No, I felt like just a
Yeah,
money
it
thing.
Yeah.
So they did have a cosplay component to things. So they had a massive cosplay competition. I think a Rubik cosplayer like did really fantastic, amazing cosplay, even with all the mini gestures and everything. Really lived up the entire thing. Like costume making is a really important component to this thing.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what do you think of like physique and aesthetic for this?
Physique and aesthetic, like for a cosplay competition, like okay, like because with the preparation for a competition, right, there's pretty much I feel two stages.
Yeah.
The planning stage and the execution of what you planned out leading all the way up to a competition. And for the planning stage, what you gotta do is like for anything you're competing in, like be it like powerlifting, a track meet, cosplay, a cooking contest, you need to know like what the qualities that you need are. And for some cosplays, like you're not gonna be cosplaying Tryndamere at 25% body fat. As a man.
True.
Like if you're doing a gender bend Tryndamere and you're like
Maybe
35% body fat as a female, that's actually really shredded, you're doing a great job. But as a man, like no, that's not gonna work, right? So like if you identify that, number one, like let's say the cosplay competition components, like your costume has to be ready.
Mhm.
And if you're looking to win, right, like you take it seriously. Your costume has to be ready. You have to be
Rock solid.
really, really jacked and really shredded.
Yeah.
And then you have to be able to act like in the man, right? So it's like if that's one of the elements of your cosplay prep, then yes, like take building a physique seriously.
Yeah, I have to agree with
Yeah.
Joel on that. Ed's not gonna win any cosplaying as Gragas, even though he's like halfway there.
Well, like oof. But like some
Just need a barrel,
cosplayers,
You have the
one
barrel, you don't have fat.
one cosplayer that
that's
comes
easy.
to mind for me that really nails the physical preparation aspect of cosplay is like Drefan. Because like I don't know if he's still doing it, but like back when I was in some less savory circles in like 2014, 2015, like everyone loved Drefan because like when he played like Zangief from Street Fighter, or he
Mm.
played like what's the name of the butcher from Full Metal Alchemist?
Butcher.
The one that shakes hands with the other buff guy, the handshake me.
Shit,
The one with
the husband
yeah, the husband, yeah.
Oh,
of the masters of the Elric brothers.
Yes.
That's all you remember.
But you get the idea, like so he will walk into every cosplay that required it, like jacked and shredded, like and it just sold the cosplay a lot more. So it's like if you think that that's what your cosplay needs, then yes, you have to go for it. Right?
Mhm.
You know that's the only way to do service to your thing. But only if you feel like that's what the cosplay requires.
Maybe it's like a closing thought, right?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on conditioning? Because bodybuilding conditioning is very different from, say, conditioning for other events. Especially conditioning in physics sport deals with how lean and shredded you are. So it's
Yeah.
actually vascularity,
Yeah.
striations. So striated glutes, extremely conditioned.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's gonna be walking up to a cosplay competition and winning because of their striated glutes.
What they're doing like a Dan Meru Nan Kilo Moteru cosplay, man.
Sure, or
You
like
never
a
know.
Kengan Ashura.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, look. Like, I wouldn't go that far because not only would it be very painful, it would be like dangerous.
Yeah.
To get shredded to the point where you need shredded glutes, and then you like because for a bodybuilding show, you're on stage like at most 3 times, and then you can go and rest. But
True.
cosplay show, you might be walking around. You might be walking around AFA. You can't eat or drink like when you need your physique to be
Might
peaked
be
out, right?
engaging in carbohydrate and sodium manipulation.
Shout out to Lane. Was it Lane Norton? Complete contest prep guide. Was it him that wrote it?
I think so.
Yeah, shout out to Lane. Like
Lane Norton was one of the OGs. Man.
yeah, and he's still going. He's still going. Like so like if you wanna be shredded for cosplay and like still be able to enjoy the day reasonably, like still be able to eat, like maybe 9-10% is doable and you won't have to kill yourself for it, right? But like if you wanna be and censor this if you need to like dick skin shredded, like wow dude, you're not gonna have fun like walking around.
True.
You're not gonna have fun unless no, even if you're enhanced, you're not gonna have fun. Like it just sucks to be that shredded.
Because what I was thinking, right, was to run a physique competition, but for cosplayers. And this time, what we would do is we partition it such that half of the scoring goes to the cosplay elements things. So the plot, the character embodiment, the actual prop and effort to make it itself and living it out. The other half goes to the actual physics sport elements.
Also, it's like chess boxing.
so we're just gonna have like JoJo cosplayers all over the place.
Well, I mean, no,
Okay,
it
we've
depends.
seen a fair number of like really jacked people, right?
Mhm.
Like Tim, the really jacked Inosuke cosplayer who did push-ups with me.
Yeah,
Cloud.
Ken of Lila Aeroplane. He's
yeah,
practically walking around with abs year round.
Mm.
yeah.
Like,
Okay, no, like I want to dispel one thing real quick. It's not hard to walk around with abs
Yeah,
around
it's
if
not.
your activity level is really high. Anyway, okay, continue.
Yeah. There's also our buddy A Balloon, Marcus. He works at Philuk. So these few guys that we know, Tim a bit more recent, they walk around like practically year round, and their cosplays are always all shredded. They always demonstrate
They look
aesthetics really well,
Yeah,
and they choose the right characters for it.
yeah.
I just thought that it's a shame that they don't get to like
That showcase, right? Yeah.
not say showcase it, but they only do it for casual
Oh.
cosplay, but they don't really leverage it to like build a culture, develop sport, or just build their careers off like fitness.
Fair.
Yeah. So I think it would be really cool to like do something that would help to one create new subculture, and another thing is like it would also help to elevate our profession a little bit better.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, great. Like Okay, so we either need to get qualified to do two things. All right, we need to be able to both judge the aesthetics of cosplay and judge the aesthetics of men's and women's physiques.
Oh,
Because we don't, we need to learn how to do that. Because I'm good at judging powerlifting standards, but I'm not good at judging like the striations. Either that, or we need to connect with people who are able to do that and are weeps. So if you're one of those people, like reach out to us, please. We'd love to work with you.
Sam, scrap this. I need
That
some
sounds
help.
very fun. Yeah.
Sam, I need some help.
It's like
Send help us.
Sam, please.
no, but there's also a room for you don't necessarily have to be like a muscle man to participate, right?
No.
Like there are characters in anime who are not jacked but still have very aesthetic physique.
Alright, time for me to become Gragas. Let's go.
Like I'm trying to think of
Oh, he is in
you know like you know in Baki, what's the name of the Jujutsu master? No, not
Jujutsu?
Stridum. Stridum is jacked as hell, dude.
Jujutsu.
Sorry, the Aiki, yeah.
Shibukawa Goki.
Yeah, I love to see a Shibukawa or
50 years old, shredded to
Shibukawa
the
or
gills.
what's the name of the Kakukayo Kakukayo
They're both really jacked old men.
No, they're not jacked. They're just really they're skinny. They're skin and bones, but they are really shredded. They look like an anatomy chart.
Itagaki's drawing of skin and bones is clean
Yeah,
as
that's
skin
true.
and
Yeah.
bones, man.
Skin and bones and muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are honestly still quite jacked.
No, and if you decide to do Kakukayo, like shout out to you if you come in the wheelchair.
We just need Logan Chitwood around.
As
Drag the
usual.
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Just to throw the wheelchair.
Uh,
Oh my god. Fantastic.
Uh,
This has been a fantastic conversation, man. Thank you very much for joining us.
Kakukayo.
Alright.
Okay.
So we've had a fantastic whiskey here. We've
Mm.
covered like many different aspects of fitness, gaming, all things that we really. This is basically just a catch-up session. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
Right, just that with a really good bottle of whiskey and to promote future events. So the hope all these bakla pairings, keep an eye out for February. Chances are there's going to be a tasting and pairing by us coming forward to this space. All right. Apart from that, Ben, do the classic. End it off.
So like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe as always.
We'll see you.
Comment and have a nice day.
We'll see you like 2 weeks from now. Cheers.